Hello guys, welcome to your third Ruby tutorial today, and I'm Sean, and today we're gonna go over a string arithmetics. String arithmetic is just a we're just doing a math with a strings. So in the previous videos I said the string was what? A thing that is surrounded by double quotation marks, right? So for example, if I wanted to say Ruby in string, I would say double quotation mark and type Ruby and finish with double quotation mark again. So that becomes our string. So how can we do math with the strings? So here are some examples. So let's say I wanted to say I like apple pie, but I want to add these two strings together. I like and apple pie. Okay, so there are these two strings, right? And I want to add these two somehow. What should I put in math? Yes, plus sign, right? So if I put plus sign between those two and hit enter, I get I like apple pie. But as you can see, there's no space between I like and apple pie, so when I read this, I see it as I like apple pie. That's weird. So I want to put a space, and there are actually several ways to put space between those two, and I will show you several of them too, so you can use varieties of stuff. So first, I like. So when you write I like, you can put space after I like and then put quotation mark, and as you can see there's an extra space back here now. And if you do exactly same thing as what you did earlier, apple pie, and hit enter, now it will have that space here because we included that space into our string. And there's another way to do this. I like, and without any space I'm gonna just cut there, but I want to add space in between those two, so I added the space string here and I add apple pie string and enter. So now as you can see, I like space and apple pie. So there are several ways to put space, but I would prefer this way here because it will make it easier for you to look and when you go back and try to fix your code later. And also another arithmetic example. Let's say I want to put the string like several times. For example, I like Ruby. Let's say I want to print this out like 4 times. How can we do that? Well, we could have done this and type again and over and again, right? But instead of doing that, you can save your time by doing this. So just type puts and type same thing, but this time you will multiply it by 4. If we multiply by 4, we're pretty much saying put this string 4 times. So let's hit enter. Then as you can see, there's I like apple 4 times. But again, there's no space between each strings, so it looks weird. So let's include space. So where would I include my space? Yes, right behind a exclamation mark, right? And if I do that and multiply by 4, then I get this perfect 4 times string. Yeah, string with 4 times. Okay, so next thing, numbers also can be a string too. So for example, string, so if I put quotation mark and if I say 2 and close with quotation, this number now becomes a string. it's not an integer anymore. Integers are when there's no quotation mark and when they're just a number, just like this. So left side here, this will be string 2 and this will be my integer 2. So let's say I want to add those two together. What would I do? So string 2 plus integer 2. Okay, so in normal math we would add those two and then we should get 4, right? But because this is a string and because this is an integer, now Ruby will give us an error saying we cannot add fixed num with string. And fixed num is just a integer class of an integer, and fixed num includes integer, floats, and fractions, and all those number things. So they're saying I cannot add those two. Then how can I add those two? So you can put just integer 2 plus integer 2. That will give us 4, right? But also we can put like string 2 plus another string 2. That will give us what? 22, because we're adding this 2 string here with another 2 string. And there's another way to do that too. So we're gonna put puts 2 quotation mark string, right, plus 2, but if we do this we're gonna get an error, so we have to change this second 2 into a string. And there's this little method that we can use. It's called 2s method. So 2s method is a method you can use on anything to change that thing into a string. So for example, if I put dot 2 and down slash should be under your regular minus sign, and if you put s here, then now this integer 2 becomes a string because I changed it to string. So if I hit enter, I get a 22. Same thing as what I did up here. So instead of putting quotation mark, you can also put this method called 2s. And also there's another method called 2i, where you can change the number into, string into a number. And there are other stuff too, and I'll go over all of them like throughout this tutorial videos. So yeah, that's it for string arithmetics. Yeah, so I'll be showing you guys methods on next tutorial, and I'm pretty sure that will be very fun because it's kind of like a shortcut of doing stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.